Now here's the field for today's John Deere Cal-Cup Distaff. Number 1 is Tiz Flirtatious. Owned by Pam Zebarth and bred by Pam Zebarth, Tiz Flirtatious is trained by Marty Jones, the jockey Joel Rosario. Number 2 is Tasty Treat. Owned by the Cunningham Stables and trained by Mike Pender, the jockey is Martin Pedrosa, the breeder John Greeley III. Number 3, Teddy's Promise. Owned by Teddy and Judy Nichols and trained by Ron Ellis, the rider Edwin Maldonado. The breeders were Ted and Judy Nichols. Number 4 is River Kiss. Owned by Beckery, Lovingear and Winter and bred by Terry Lovingear, River Kiss is trained by Doug O'Neill and has been ridden by Kevin Krieger. Number 5, George Lopez's Sizzling Gold. Trained by George Lopez, Sizzling Gold's rider is Agapito Delgadillo and the breeder John Murphy. Number 6, Warren's Amber. Owned and bred by Benjamin Warren and trained by Jorge Gutierrez, the jockey Mike Smith. Number 7 is Miss Becca. Owned by Connor and Jacobson and trained by Peter Urton, the rider Victor Espinosa, the breeders Dennis Connor and Wade Jacobson. Number 8, the Harris Farms Logical Single. Trained by Dean Pedersen, the rider is Martin Garcia, and the breeders, the Harris Farms. Number 9, Bleach Blonde. Owned by Brett Mason and bred by Brett Mason, the trainer is Lloyd Mason, the rider Julien Coutin. Number 10, Best Present Ever. Owned by Dennis and Noreen Grenier and also bred by Dennis and Noreen Grenier, the trainer is Eric Kruljak, the jockey Russell Bays. And number 11, Unusual Hottie. Owned by Syed Nilfurishan and trained by John Sadler, the jockey Garrett Gomez. Unusual Hottie was bred in California by Ali Nilfurishan Equestrian. That's the field for the $100,000 John Deere Cal-Cup Distaff. And Unusual Hottie to complete the lineup. Up to the gate, turn sideways. In this time. All set. And away they go. On the far side, Logical Single, Best Present Ever are out fast, but now Tasty Treat shooting through on the inside, and here's Teddy's Promise in the orange. They flying early, Sizzling Gold, White Cap right there too. River Kiss is now back in 6, but only 3 lengths off the leaders, then Miss Becca. Bleach Blonde, the grey, is a good 9 lengths off the leaders, been followed then by Unusual Hottie, Warren's Amber, and last of all, Tiz Flirtatious. A half mile left to go, and Tasty Treat along the inside, and Teddy's Promise. Those two lead them just over a length. Racing back in the third spot is River Kiss. On the far side is Logical Single right there. Right behind them is Sizzling Gold in the white cap. Just in behind those two comes Miss Becker. On the far side, Best Present Ever going to have to go wide, but Best Present Ever is right there. Tiz Flirtatious trying to run on late. They come into the top of the lane now on the outside. Best Present Ever coming home gamely. Best Present Ever now striking the front. Best Present Ever coming gamely, extreme outside. Here comes Tiz Flirtatious like a rocket as well. Tiz Pleasure on the inside. It's Unusual Hottie suddenly wide open. Tiz Flirtatious, a powerful finish. Tiz Flirtatious wins it well. Best Present Ever, then Unusual Hottie and Teddy's Promise. Now entering the Grey Goose Winner's Circle is the official winner of the John Deere Cal Cup Distaff, number 1, Tiz Flirtatious. She's a 4-year-old brown filly by Tiz Bud out of Masquerade Belle. She's owned by Pamela Zebarth and was bred in California by Pamela Zebarth. The winning trainer is Marty Jones, and the winning rider, Joel Rosario. In the winner's circle to make the presentation for the John Deere Cal Cup Distaff, we welcome John Roby of John Deere. John Roby makes the presentation to the winning connections of Tiz Flirtatious for the John Deere Cal Cup Distaff. Just a reminder, our 7th race today begins the late pick 4. There's $400,000 guaranteed in the late pick 4. It starts with us the 7th.